right, so when you are literally busting your freaking butt off in the gym, in the kitchen, you are committed, you are so committed to your weight loss journey, and you are not seeing the scale change, you're not seeing a difference in the mirror, how do you stay motivated to continue on your weight loss journey? All right, that is what we're gonna be talking about today. I have gone through several weight loss / fat loss phases in my young adult life. And there's always been times where I have plateaued or my weight has been stagnant or just progress has been stagnant. It is normal. It is completely normal. I know you may think that you should be continuing to see progress all the time, every week. You should always be seeing changes, that the physical progress should reflect the work that you're putting in. But let me tell you, you can be busting your butt off and see no change for a week or two, and then that third week, you drop. You see the changes. It happens, all right? This is well known in the fitness industry. If you are a fitness coach, if you talk to your fitness coach, it's well known that it isn't linear. Progress, weight loss, fat loss is never linear. It can look like this and then dramatically drop even though you did nothing. You did nothing different, right? You just continue doing the same thing. You're eating the same things. You're doing the same thing in the gym, but then your weight suddenly drops. So the first thing I want to tell you is that weight loss is not linear and you should not expect it to be. I don't know if you've been looking at other people's transformations and you just feel impatient, like, bro, this should be falling off by now. The weight should just be falling off. I've been putting in the work, but it just doesn't work like that. So the more that you can accept that and love that and embrace it, okay, you don't have to love it, but just accept it, this whole weight loss journey is gonna be a lot easier on you, a lot easier, okay? So first thing, I just want you to keep that in mind. Now I do have my phone with me as per usual because I have my notes on here for this video. So if I'm looking at my phone, that is why, all right? That's the first thing that I wanted to say. Now, how to stay motivated, okay? You're focused on the measurements going down, the weight going down, you're taking progress photos, nothing's looking different, all right? How do you stay motivated? We are motivated by progress. So when you're not seeing progress, it's damn hard to stay motivated. Trust me, I totally get it, especially when you really are working so hard. You're giving up the alcohol, you're giving up the treats, the ice cream, the whatever, and you're waking up early, you're going to the gym, you're getting there even though you're tired as hell, and you're not seeing changes. It's like, why would I continue to suffer like this if I don't have any reward to encourage me to continue going, right? I totally get it. Here's the thing you need to do. You need to set goals outside of progress. Because like I said in the beginning, you are not going to continually see progress. So those times and those moments and those weeks where you're not seeing progress, you're gonna need something else to excite you and motivate you to keep going when you don't have that positive feedback from those changes, right? So an example of other goals that I use are strength goals. So as long as you're not cutting severely, you can get stronger in a fat loss phase. I mean, there is a point where it is difficult to do that, but at least in the beginning, you can get stronger in a fat loss phase. Especially if you're new to lifting, then you can definitely get stronger. So setting strength goals can be very motivating and exciting and encouraging to continue to stay consistent with your workouts, with lifting when your body is not changing, all right? So setting goals outside of the physical progress. One that I love to do is just having a checklist. I set a checklist every day for the things that I wanna get done in that day. And to me, the reward of being able to check it off, I personally use emojis. So like I write everything, I don't do a physical notebook anymore, I write everything on my notes. 8 a.m. I have this, 10 a.m. I have this. And so then I put the little green check emoji next to the time every time I complete that task. That alone for me is so exciting to see like, oh, I actually did that. I can check it off. So for me, setting the goal of tracking my macros that day, hitting a certain set of macros, going to the gym at this time, doing a walk at this time, going cycling this time, whatever it is, right? Being able to check that off is so, it's just really motivating and what's the word? Like internally rewarding for me. So even though I'm not seeing changes, just being able to say, I'm gonna do this at this time, and then doing it and being able to check it off for me is the reward in itself. So again, even when I'm not changing my body, you know, the weight's staying the same, I will still stay consistent just so that I can check it off on my to-do list. Now, everybody's different. If you are type A like me, you probably can understand the excitement of checklists, but maybe you're more lax, you're not really the type to plan out your day like that, you're not super organized, whatever. Maybe that just doesn't light your fire, you know what I mean? You're gonna need something else that does excite you. Again, it could be a strength goal. Maybe you like to get stronger, you like to feel strong. Having a strength goal and certain lifts that you do regularly can be very exciting and motivating to stay consistent. Or it could be the act of cooking. Maybe you like cooking, right? And setting a goal for cooking a new meal. Maybe you like to try new recipes. Cooking a new meal every Monday and Friday, right? And then trying to figure out a way to make them healthy. Maybe that's exciting for you, and then implementing that into your schedule. But you gotta have something else outside of the physical progress, because when that slows down, you are gonna see your motivation wane unless you have something else that excites you to motivate you to continue going. Or let's say you're like, I can't think of anything else that excites me, I just wanna see the progress. Okay, fine. Well then, have a picture of what you started at, you know, maybe the body you don't like, and then have a picture of a physique that is your ideal, or the physical progress that you wanna see, or the number on the scale. Like, have something that you can look at every day to remind you why you're doing this, right? And so yes, even though you're not currently seeing the progress, knowing that if I give up, I will never reach this goal. If I give up, I will go back to this body. Hopefully, if physical progress is that important to you, seeing that every day, if you hang it up on the wall or desk or something, that is gonna be motivating enough for you to not give up even when you're not seeing progress, even when it gets hard, because the pain of going back to what you used to be, it's like, hell no. There's no way I could ever go back there. Even though this sucks and I'm not seeing progress at the moment, hell no can I go back there, no way, all right? So again, if you can't think of other goals that excite you and it's just the physical goals that are driving you to do this, then plaster it on your wall and remind yourself every day, even though through the stagnant times, this is why I'm doing this. I can't go back to this person. I need to go to this person. I need to change my life. I need to change my habits. I need to feel better about myself, right? Now, the next thing I wanna say is a little bit more nuanced, but I am a nutrition fitness coach. I've been doing this for a very long time. I've been educating myself on nutrition fitness for as long as I can remember. All right, I am 27, so I don't wanna act like I'm like 80 years old, been doing this, but I started going to the gym when I was 12. I have always been into nutrition, fitness research, and just staying up to date on, you know, what is the current research and scientific literature say, because it is always changing. I have been a nutrition and fitness coach specializing in weight loss for the last 5 years. So again, I have been doing this for a while. So again, what I wanna say is this next part. You have to know that you are actually doing the right thing, right? And so this is where it gets tricky, because like I said, you are going to plateau. You are going to not see changes for even just temporarily, and you just keep doing the same thing you're doing, and then suddenly your weight drops and you lose fat and you see the changes. But you have to know if you're not giving it enough time, or you're just not being adherent to what your protocol, versus your body has now adapted to what you're doing and you actually need to change what you're doing to continue to see progress. So knowing the difference between those two, it gets a little bit more nuanced, and you do have to have a little bit more experience and education in that, whether it's with your own body or with your own clients, to know, okay, am I doing the right things? I just haven't given it enough time. I just need to be patient. Or is it that I have, you know, what I'm currently doing has run its course and I now need to either decrease my calories, increase my cardio, reverse diet because my calories are too low, etc. There's so many different things, and I know, and if you're a beginner, you're probably like, what even are you talking about? But basically, either you got it, what you're doing works, you need to continue on it, or you need to change what you're doing because what you were doing that was working is no longer working, and that's normal. That's normal. That's not a bad thing. There's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with what you did, but that is a normal part of losing weight. You give your body a stimulus causing you to lose weight, but eventually it adapts to that stimulus, and that now becomes your new normal. So if you want to continue to lose weight, you have to increase what you did, in layman's terms, if you know what I mean. So part of what helps me stay motivated when I'm not seeing progress is I know whether or not I'm doing the right things versus I'm just not being adherent. Oh no. It says, sorry, the footage says it's got 0 minutes left, so I think I have to wrap this up, crap. But I know whether I need to change my protocol versus if I need to just be more patient. So like having that confidence in what I'm doing does keep me motivated because I'm not thinking, oh my God, am I doing the wrong things? Is this, you know, I just don't know what I'm doing. I don't have that internal self-doubt because I do know what I'm doing and I am confident of like, okay, I just need to give it some more time versus nope, my body has adapted, I need to change what I'm doing. Oh my gosh, I feel pressured. All right, I probably could just start a new film, but I'm not gonna do that. Okay, long story short, giving up, it should never be an option in your mind. All right, it ended up cutting off, but we're back. All right, I am gonna end this. So giving up, it cannot be an option in your mind. When you start this weight loss journey, I want you to fully commit to it. Because if giving up is an option, every time you plateau, you're gonna just think, oh, screw it, it's not working, I'm gonna give up, I'm not seeing progress, I'm not feeling motivated, let's just throw in the towel. You will never reach your weight loss goals, especially if you have a lot of weight to lose. You will never reach your weight loss goals with that mindset. You have to not allow giving up to be an option. And again, understand that plateauing and not seeing progress for certain periods of time is part of the process. The body doesn't actually want to lose weight. It doesn't. It's actually a safety mechanism for us. Fat storage is a safety mechanism for when we go into a famine, you know, if there's a food shortage. Obviously in our current society that would never happen, but back in the day when we had to hunt for our food and conserve our energy for hunting, and there were days where we wouldn't have food, fat acted as an energy reserve. So our body doesn't want to give up that energy reserve. So when you are doing all these things to lose weight, you have to understand your body doesn't actually want to lose weight and give up that fat. It doesn't want to do that. So you have to really encourage it through your consistency of being in a calorie deficit, of increasing your movement, of increasing your calorie expenditure every day to let it know, hey, we need to use this fat for energy, all right? We're not getting enough energy through our food. That's essentially what you're telling your body, okay? So if you're struggling with staying consistent on your weight loss journey, if you're struggling with staying motivated for longer than a week, a month, and you know that you need to stay consistent for several months, if not years, to actually see the changes that you want, all right, then what I want you to do is go to the description box below, and I'm going to link my website where you can check out what I offer in my one-on-one online nutrition and fitness coaching. Now, I'm gonna hold you to the utmost accountability. So if you're not ready for that, to have eyes on you and to really be held accountable for what you say you're gonna do, don't apply. Don't apply, it's really simple, just don't apply. But if you wanna get your butt kicked, not that I'm gonna kick your butt, but if you want to really be held accountable to what you say you're gonna do, to the promises that you make to yourself and to me, if I am your coach, then I encourage you to apply for one-on-one online coaching now. But otherwise, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found some value in it that you can apply into your own journey. These are the things that I've used, the knowledge, the tips, the whatever I talked about today. These are the things that I use in my own journey and in my own weight loss clients' journeys, things that I remind them and tell them, and tactics that I use to help us stay motivated on this weight loss journey. Now, I know I didn't go really into the nitty gritty of the details of exactly what I change when you do plateau on your weight loss journey. I can save that for another video. If you want me to talk about that, put that in the comments below. But more than anything, I wanted to talk about the mindset aspect of staying motivated, because I do believe that that is what people struggle with the most and why they fail to see their weight loss goal. So again, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.